Hello everyone and welcome to another installment of the Systems of Warframe. I am Quad and today we will look at the status effects and how they affect us, the players of the game. To clarify very quickly, I have already made a video how the status effects work on enemies, but the status effects that affect us, players, are completely different. For an example, let's look at the radiation. To keep it short, radiation status effect when you inflict it on enemies will make them fight each other. When a player gets inflicted by the radiation status effect, he will just have reduced accuracy for some time, but yeah, we will go over every single status effect right now. I will also mention a few common sources of these status effects, but there is not many. First, we will go over the physical status effects: Impact, Puncture, and Slash. Impact will do nothing at all. It staggers other enemies, but us, we are immune to stagger by impact. Nothing can inflict it as well. Puncture status reduces the amount of damage you put out by 30% for 6 seconds. Terrible for low-ranking players, but for the higher master ranks it should not matter that much. It gets inflicted by a lot of enemies, especially Grineer. And the last of the three physical status effects, Slash deals 10% of enemies' weapons total damage over 6 seconds, so watch out if you get shot by heavy enemies dealing slash damage. Similar to puncture damage, almost every single enemy can cause it, you just can't outrun bleeding. Now that we are done with the physical status effects, we will also look at the basic elemental status effects: Heat, Cold, Electricity, and Toxin. Let's go. Heat status effect is very frightening. It deals 50% of the enemy's weapons base damage over 6 seconds and also strips 50% of your armor for that duration. It may seem okay, but for real, watch out for fire. Fire is pretty much everywhere. You have Grineer Scorchers, Napalms and Grannies with cats, exploding vents, and probably many more things. Cold status will decrease maneuverability, fire rate and attack speed of you and your weapons by 25% for 6 seconds. It may not seem that bad, but be sure not to hit exploding freeze barrels in Corpus missions. That is actually the only way to get frozen, I think. And the Grineer units in Railjack sometimes. Plus the Corpus ones in normal missions. Electricity, this one is similar to heat damage. It deals 50% of the base damage of the enemy's weapon for 6 seconds. On top of that, it may also zap the allies around you in a 3-meter radius. It is not that fun. It can be caused by Grineer and Corpus arc traps, also MOAs, they seem to like electricity, I don't know. There is many things that can cause it, really. And the last basic elemental effect, Toxin. It will deal 50% of the enemy weapons base damage and will bypass shields. That is why evading ospreys in infested missions is a #1 priority for me. Besides the infested ospreys, there is also Aladvi's traps on his Jupiter installations and Grineer Noxus. I just hate those. But yeah, let's now continue to the last status effects, the combined ones: Blast, Corrosive, Gas, Magnetic, Radiation, and Viral. Blast will reduce the player's accuracy by 30% for 6 seconds. Most common contributor to this is explosive barrels and bombards. I can't think of any more on top of my head, but there is a lot of them really. Corrosive status effect will lower the amount of armor you have by 26% for 8 seconds, making you very vulnerable. I believe the only source of this are the infested anomalies in Hive missions, but don't hold me by the word on this. Gas status effect does not exist on players, I guess. Magnetic status is a nightmare for every player relying on abilities. It will drain 50 energy from you for 4 seconds. 200 in total, and will also scramble your interface. Your shields will also take 100% more damage, so watch out the next time you trigger the alarms when you go through the Grineer sensors, and go after Corpus enemies. Lots of things cause magnetic status. Heck, there's the Grineer sensors, there's the Terralists, there is every single puddle on the plains of Eidolon at night, and more. Radiation status effect, as I said before, will reduce accuracy, but you will also not be able to revive allies and rescue targets. So watch out next time you play sorties or void missions with the death orbs. Those are actually the only things that could affect you with radiation status effect, if I'm right, but don't hold me by the word on this. And now the last status effect, Viral Status, will increase the damage dealt on your health by 100% for 6 seconds. So you are okay if you have shields on. The only way you can get this is, I think, Infested Hive Anomalies, similar to Corrosive status, but again, I'm not sure about it. That is actually it about the status effects affecting players. What do you think about them? Do you think they are okay or not? I myself would like to see more sources of corrosive and viral status effects, but I am calling a devil with this one. Thank you for watching, please like, comment, share, and maybe unsubscribe, and also have a nice day. Bye guys!